welcome to our YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about a number of problems in mathematics. So, this video is very important, especially for those who are preparing themselves for exams. Let us dive into questions. So, the first question that we have says, evaluate. So, to evaluate is to find the value of. So, evaluate is to find the value of. So, the first one is 8 to the power of 2 over 3. The second one is 3 over 2 raised to the power negative 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and deal with the number 1. So, this is solution. Now, we have 8 here, which is raised to the power of 2 over 3. This one can also be written as, remember, 8 is the same as 2 to the power 3, which means 8 can be represented by 2 to the power 3. So, this 8 is raised to the power 2 divided by 3. Now, we know to say, according to the laws of logarithms and the indices, which says that if I have a, which is raised to the power n in brackets, then we have power m outside. This one is exactly the same as a to the power n m. Therefore, we are going to multiply this 3 by 2 over 3. Now, to make it easy, we just cancel out this and this 3. Therefore, we are going to remain with 2 to the power 2. And 2 to the power 2 is equal to 4. So, this is the solution for the first question. Second question. Now, when we look at the second question, we can see that the power is a negative. Whenever we see a negative value, it is very important to realize that this one is exactly the same as if we have 3 over 2 to the power negative 2. This one is exactly the same as 1 over 3 over 2 to the power 2. So in short, we are changing this negative to be 1 over. Next, we are going to say, since this is what we have, we can write this as 1 divided by 3 over 2 to the power 2. When we expand to 3 over 2 to the power 2 is exactly the same as, so let us just write this, is exactly the same as 3 to the power 2, which is 9, over 2 to the power 2, which is 4. We are going to change this division sign to multiplication. Therefore, we are going to reciprocate this fraction that we have. So, we are going to have 1 multiplied by 4 over 9. 1 times 4 over 9 is the same as 4 over 9. Which means this is our answer. Let us dive into the second question. Factorize completely. So A, we have 2ax plus 4ay minus 3bx minus 6by. Second one, 3y squared minus 12. Solution. Okay, now the first thing that we have to do is let us group these into 2 groups. Therefore, we are going to have 2ax plus 4ay like this minus 3bx minus 6by. We are just grouping these into 2 groups. Next, we are going to factorize. Now, how How are we going to factorize? If we look or we check from the first group, we can see that 2a is common even here. Therefore, we are going to say 2a is common. So 2a, then we open the bracket. 2a into 2ax, 2a will cancel and we are going to remain with x. 2a into positive 4ay. So 2 into 4 is 2. Therefore, we have 2. A and a is going to cancel out. Then we are going to remain with y. We cross. We go to the second group. In the second group, we discover that, or we find that, negative 3b is common. Because we have it here, we can also find it there. Therefore, we are going to say negative 3b is common. Then we open the bracket. Negative 3b into negative 3bx. So negative 3b and negative 3b is going to cancel. Then we are going to remain with positive x. Negative 3b into negative 6b. So negative 3 into negative 6, that is positive 2. b and b is going to cancel out. Then we are going to remain with y. So we write it here. Then we cross the bracket. From there, we can see that in the brackets are the same. So this and this are the same. Therefore, we are just going to write 1 and put these two together. Therefore, we are going to have 2a minus 3b in brackets, then x plus 2y in brackets. This is our answer. Okay, let us jump into the second question. The second question, so this is B. The second question says 3y squared minus 12 is just like this, so we'll say is equal to 0. Even if we don't write anything, it's okay. Now, from there, let us see what is common. We find that 3 and 3 here is common. Therefore, we are going to fact out 3. So 3 into 3y squared, it is y squared. 3 into negative 12, it is negative 4, which is equal to 0. From there, we can see that what we have here is a 4. This 4 can also be written as 2 squared. Therefore, we are going to say it is 3 open y squared minus 2 squared in brackets, which is equal to 0. So even if we don't write it or we write it, it's okay because 0 means nothing. From there, we can see that this is a difference of 2 squares. Hence, we are going to say it is 3 open y minus 2 y plus 2. And this is our answer. Let us dive into the third question. Simplify. So we are going to simplify the problems on the board. The first one is 3 open 4x minus 5 close bracket plus 2. Solution. First, we are going to expand. So we are going to use distributive law to expand this equation. 3 multiplied by 4x is 12x. 3 multiplied by negative 5, which is giving us negative 15 plus 2. From there, we can see that this 15 or negative 15 is a like term to 2. So we are going to deal with this. Let us add negative 15 plus 2, which is 13. So we have 12x minus 13. So this is our answer. Second question. 9a minus 15 divided by or over 9a squared minus 25. Let us factorize a common value in 9a minus 15. What is that value? Okay, so 3 open, 3 into 9a, it is 3a minus 3 into 15, which is 5, cross over. We know that this 9 is the same as 3 squared, and 25 is the same as 5 squared. Therefore, we are going to replace 9 by 3 squared and negative 25 by negative 5 squared. So we are going to have 3 squared multiplied by a squared minus 5 squared. From there, we can see that what we have is a difference of 2 squares. Therefore, this is exactly the same as 3 open bracket 3a minus 5 close divided by 3a minus 5 in brackets and 3a plus 5 in brackets. Therefore, we can see that 3a minus 5 is common even here as 3a minus 5. Therefore, they are going to cancel out. So we cancel this out. And we are going to remain with 3 over 3a plus 5 as our final answer. Let's dive into question 4. Question number 4 says, given that f of x is equal to 5x plus 4 over 5 and the g of x is equal to x minus 1. Find a, the inverse. So whenever we see this symbol which is here represents the inverse of a function. So let us find the inverse of the function. So solution. Now the first step is we let f of x be equal to y. Therefore we have y which is equal to 5x plus 4 divided by 5. Second step, make x the subject of the formula. Therefore, we know that this is exactly the same as y over 1, because anything divided by 1 is that thing. 1 into 5 is 5, 1 into 6 is 6, 1 into 100 is 100. Which means 1 into x is x and 1 into y is y. From there, we are going to cross multiply. 1 times 5x plus 4 is 5x plus 4, which is equal to y multiplied by 5, which is 5y. We take this 4 to the other side. We are going to have 5x, which is equal to 5y. As we are taking 4 into the other side, it changes its sign. Therefore, it will be negative 4. We divide both sides by 5. Therefore, we are going to have x, which is equal to 5y minus 4 divided by 5. From there, let x be equal to the inverse of the function. We are going to say since we are replacing the x by the inverse of the function, it will be like this, which is equal to, then let y be x. So we'll have 5x minus 4 over 5. So this is the inverse of the function 5x plus 4 divided by 5, which means that the stages for us to find the inverse of the function: number 1, we let the function be equal to 1. Number 2, we solve for x. This is what we did here. Number 3, we let x to be the inverse of the function, which is here, and the y to be equal to x. Question B, they are saying from the inverse of the function, find where x is 2. So they have replaced the x by 2, which means whenever we are going to see x in our inverse of the function, we replace it by 2. This means that we are going to have the inverse, okay? So we are going to have the inverse of the function of 2, which is equal to 5, open bracket, where there is x we put 2, we close, minus 4 divided by 5. 5 multiplied by 2, which is 10. 10 minus 4, which is 6. Therefore, we are going to have the inverse of the function of 2 being equal to 6 over 5 as our answer. Let's go ahead and deal with the question C. They are saying f of g over x. What does this mean? It means that from the function of f, whenever you're going to see x, replace it by the function of g, which means our function of x is f of x, which is equal to 5x plus 4 divided by 5. Then from there, g of x, which is equal to x minus 1. But we have f of g over x. Now, if we check in the function of f of x, we find that x is here. Therefore, we are going to replace this x by x minus 1. Hence, we'll have 5 open x minus 1 close plus 4 divided by 5. From there, we expand this part. 5 times x, which is 5x. 5 times negative 1, which is negative 5. Then plus 4 divided by 5. From there, we can see that negative 5 plus 4 can be added because they are like terms. And if we add these two, we find that we are going to have 5x minus 1 divided by 5 as our answer. The fifth question. So the question says, should A union B complement in brackets intersection C on the diagram below. Okay, so the first step is, first of all, we deal with what is in the brackets. Now, from the statement, we have B complement. Complement means not including. Therefore, we are going to say A union not including B in brackets. So we are going to shade that. So we know that the boundaries of B are here. So these are the boundaries of B. So they don't want us to touch B itself, but they want what is not in B. Therefore, when we check what is not in B, is those things which are in A and C and in the universal set. The question goes ahead and say intersection C, which means we are going to deal with the function, or the elements which are in A and C only, because we don't want to include B. Therefore, our shade will be like this. This will be our shade. Let us dive into another question. Given that 2, -1, -4 are consecutive terms of an arithmetic progression, find a common difference. How do we find the common difference? Remember, they are saying it is arithmetic progression. Therefore, to find the common difference, we'll just say D is equal to the second term minus the first term, or the third term minus the second term, which means we are subtracting the next value minus the value before. This is what we can say. So we'll say -1 minus 2, which is giving us -3. -3. So that is our common difference. Next question, the formula for the nth term. The formula for the nth term. Now, we know that the nth term can be found by, so sometimes you can use Tn like this. So whichever symbol you can use to represent the nth term. So we know that the nth term is the first value plus n minus 1 in brackets multiplied by D. Therefore, we are going to say what is our first term from the values or the sequence or the series that we have. The first term is 2. Therefore, we are going to say 2 plus, what is the n? We don't know n. So we'll say n minus 1, the common difference, which is -3. So -3. From there, we are going to expand this part. Then we'll have 2 plus -3 multiplied by n, which is -3n. -3 multiplied by -1, which is +3 in brackets. We remove the brackets. We are going to have 2 plus, this positive multiplied by the negative is negative. So we have -3n plus 3. 2 plus 3 is giving us 5 because they are like terms. Then we are going to have -3n plus 5. This is our answer. But we can also write by starting with the positive number, which will be 5 minus 3n as our formula. Question number C. The sum of the first 5 values or terms. So let us use the word terms here. So 5 terms. Solution. So in this case, we know that the sum of of the nth term, which can be represented by S, is equal to n divided by 2, open bracket, a plus open n minus 1 close d close. Now, when we check what we have in the brackets here, we can see that this is the formula for the nth term. But we know that the formula for the nth term has already been found. Therefore, if we want, we can go ahead and replace what we have here. Hence, we will have 5 minus 3n. From there, they are saying 5 first terms. So where there is n, we put 5. Hence, we'll have 5 over 2, open, 5 minus 3, open, 5, cross. Then again we cross there. Negative 3 multiplied by 5, which is negative 15. 5 minus 15, which is negative 10. So we'll have 5 over 2, negative 10. 2 into negative 10 is negative 5. 5 multiplied by negative 5, which will give us negative 25 as our answer for the first 5 terms. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thank you.